God says, "Your miracle just arrived, but this is your final warning. If you ignore this, the blessing will be taken back, so listen this right now. I need you to stop scrolling and hear me, because what you are about to understand will shape what happens next in your life." I am not speaking casually. I am speaking with urgency, because what I placed in your hands is real, and it is already here. Your miracle has arrived, not tomorrow, not someday, but now, and if you miss this moment, you will not understand why things slipped away. Do not move past this, because something precious is hanging in the balance, and your attention matters more than you realize. Stay with me and listen closely, because I am about to reveal what this means and why your response decides everything. Type Amen if you believe. I am telling you clearly that your miracle is not something distant or hidden. It is already unfolding around you in ways you may not yet recognize. The opportunity, the breakthrough, the change you have been praying for has quietly stepped into your life, but it requires your awareness and your obedience. Many times you have asked me for help, for direction, for relief, and I have answered, yet you looked for something dramatic and missed the gentle arrival of your blessing. This is why I am warning you now, because I do not want you to overlook what you begged me to send. You are standing at a moment where acceptance and action will either secure your miracle or allow it to pass you by. There is a reason your heart feels stirred right now, and it is not by accident that you are hearing these words. I am drawing your attention because I see what is ahead, and I know how easily distraction, doubt, or delay can cause you to lose what was meant for you. I am not taking anything from you without cause, but I will not force you to receive what you choose to ignore. You must understand that blessings are not only given, they are also honored through faith, through attention, and through willingness to move when I speak. Right now, I am asking you to be present, to be alert, and to recognize that this is your moment. If this touches your heart, take a moment to like this video as a sign that you are ready to receive what I have placed before you. Type 777 to receive blessings. You have been through seasons where you felt forgotten, where doors stayed closed, and where your prayers seemed to echo without answer. I saw every tear, every silent moment, every time you held on when it felt easier to give up. This miracle did not appear suddenly without reason. It is the result of your endurance and my faithfulness working together. But now that it is here, you must not fall into the same patterns of hesitation or fear that once held you back. This is not the time to question your worth or doubt. My timing, this is the time to step forward with trust. I am giving you a final warning not to frighten you, but to awaken you. When I say the blessing can be taken back, I am speaking about your willingness to receive. Because what you neglect, you naturally lose. If you ignore the signs, if you delay what I am prompting you to do, or if you dismiss the changes happening around you, you create distance between yourself and what I have prepared. I do not want distance between us, and I do not want you to miss what you have waited for. That is why I am speaking with clarity and strength right now. Look carefully at your life in this moment, because the miracle may not look like what you expected. It may come as a new opportunity, a conversation, a decision, or even a challenge that leads you to growth. Do not reject it simply because it does not match your imagination, because I work beyond your understanding. What feels unfamiliar may be exactly what you need, and what feels small may carry the seed of something great. Trust me enough to lean into what is happening instead of pulling away from it. I know your fears, and I know the voice inside you that whispers doubt when something good begins to happen. That voice tells you it will not last, that you are not ready, or that you will fail if you try. But that voice is not from me, and it does not define your future. I am calling you to rise above that fear and to walk into what I have already opened for you. This is where your faith becomes action, and where your belief becomes reality. You are not alone in this moment, and you are not being tested without support. I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what is ahead. Every step you take with trust brings you closer to the fullness of what I have planned. But if you turn away now, if you choose comfort over obedience, you will watch something slip through your hands that was meant to transform your life. I do not want that for you, and that is why I am speaking so directly. I am not asking you to move blindly. I am asking you to trust the voice that has always guided you through your darkest times. This is the same voice that kept you alive, that held you together, and that is now calling you forward into something greater. Type yes to affirm. You must understand that a miracle does not always come with loud signs or overwhelming proof. Sometimes it arrives quietly, waiting for you to notice, waiting for you to accept it with a willing heart. I have placed something in your path that has the power to change your direction, but it will not force itself into your life. You must choose it. You must respond to it, and you must honor it with your attention and your faith. If you turn away now, it will not chase you, because what is meant to bless you must also be received by you. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. Think about the moments recently where something felt different, where an idea came to you, where a door opened slightly, or where you felt a push to act. Those were not random feelings. They were signals, and they were part of the miracle unfolding in your life. I have been guiding you step by step, even when you did not realize it. But guidance alone is not enough if you do not respond to it. This is where your responsibility begins, and this is why I am speaking to you with urgency. There are habits, distractions, and doubts that are trying to pull you away from this moment. They want you to delay, to overthink, to convince yourself that you can wait a little longer. But I am telling you that delay is the quiet thief of blessings. What you keep postponing will slowly move out of your reach, not because it was taken from you suddenly, but because you allowed time and hesitation to weaken your connection to it. Do not let that happen now, not when you are this close. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. I know you have questions inside your heart, and I know you wish for more certainty before you move forward. But faith has never been about having all the answers before taking a step. Faith is about trusting me, even when the full picture is not visible yet. I am not asking you to understand everything. I am asking you to trust enough to act. When you take that step, more will be revealed, and what feels unclear now will begin to make sense. You have been prepared for this moment more than you realize. Every struggle you went through was shaping your strength, your patience, and your ability to handle what is coming. Nothing you experienced was wasted, and nothing you endured was without purpose. Now you are being placed in a position where all of that growth is meant to be used. Do not shrink back now, because everything in your past was leading you here. I am also asking you to let go of the fear of losing what you have. Sometimes you hold on to what is familiar because it feels safe, even when it is no longer serving you. But what I am bringing into your life requires space, And that space can only be created when you release what is no longer meant for you. This is not loss, this is preparation. What you let go of now makes room for something greater to take its place. Listen carefully, because this is where many people fail without realizing it. They receive the beginning of a blessing, but they do not nurture it. They ignore the small steps required. They overlook the importance of consistency, and they expect everything to unfold without their participation. That is not how this works. What I have given you needs your care, your attention, and your commitment. If you neglect it, it will not grow. You are not being asked to be perfect. You are being asked to be willing. I am not measuring your worth by your mistakes. I am looking at your readiness to respond. Even if you feel unprepared, even if you feel unsure, your willingness to move forward is what matters most. I will guide you as you go, and I will strengthen you along the way. You do not have to do this alone, but you do have to take the step. There is also something within you that recognizes the truth of what I am saying right now. That quiet feeling inside your chest, that sense of knowing that is not your imagination. That is your spirit responding to my voice. Do not ignore that feeling, because it is pointing you in the right direction. The more you listen to it, the clearer your path will become. You have waited for change, and now change is here. But change requires movement, and movement requires courage. You cannot stay where you are and expect everything to transform around you. You must meet this moment with action, with belief, and with a heart that is open to receiving. This is your opportunity to step into something that was once only a prayer. I am not warning you to create fear. I am warning you because I care about what happens to you. I want you to experience the fullness of what I have prepared, not just a glimpse of it. I want you to walk into your blessing, not stand at the edge of it. But that depends on your response right now. This is why I am speaking with urgency, because this moment matters. Do not let doubt convince you that this is not real. Do not let fear tell you that you are not ready. Do not let distraction pull you away from what is unfolding. Stay focused, stay present, and stay connected to my voice. What you do in this moment will echo into your future, and I want that future to be filled with the blessing you have been waiting for. Every detail you are noticing, every change that feels small or uncertain, is part of a larger movement that is guiding you toward what you asked me for. This is why you must stay alert, because what looks ordinary may be carrying extraordinary meaning. Type 222 if you trust God. You have been asking for clarity, for direction, for something to finally break through in your life. I have heard those prayers, even the ones you whispered in silence when no one else could hear you. This is the answer beginning to unfold, but it requires your attention to see it clearly. If you keep looking for something dramatic or instant, you may miss the steady and real progress that is already happening. I am asking you to open your eyes to what is in front of you, because your miracle is not hidden, it is simply waiting for your recognition. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are moments when you feel like nothing is changing, and that feeling can make you step back instead of moving forward. But what you do not see is the quiet work that has already been set into motion. I am arranging things beyond your sight, connecting pieces that will soon make sense to you. What feels slow is actually precise, and what feels uncertain is actually guided. You must not lose faith during this stage, because this is where your trust becomes stronger. You may also notice that certain people, habits, or situations are no longer fitting into your life the way they used to. That is not a coincidence, and it is not something to resist. When I bring a new blessing, it often requires a shift in your environment, your mindset, and your focus. Holding on to what no longer aligns with your growth will only create tension and confusion. Let go of what feels forced, because what is meant for you will not need to be held together with struggle. Type 1010 to claim miracles. I want you to understand something deeply, because this is where many people become discouraged. The beginning of a miracle does not always feel comfortable. Sometimes it challenges you, sometimes it stretches you, and sometimes it asks you to step into unfamiliar ground. That discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong, it is a sign that you are growing. What you have prayed for cannot fit into the same version of you that existed before. You are being invited to become more aware, more disciplined, and more aligned with what I am guiding you toward. This is not about pressure, it is about preparation. I am shaping you so that you can hold what I am giving without losing it. A blessing that is not supported by readiness can easily slip away, and I do not want that for you. That is why this moment carries both promise and warning. There is also a need for you to guard your focus carefully. Distraction is one of the quiet ways that blessings are lost. You begin to move in the right direction, but then your attention is pulled away by things that do not matter. Small delays become bigger gaps, and before you realize it, the connection weakens. I am asking you to stay steady, to stay intentional, and to keep your eyes on what is unfolding. You do not need to compare your journey with anyone else. What I am doing in your life is specific to you, and it will not look the same as what others experience. Comparison will only create doubt, and doubt will slow your movement. Stay in your lane, stay connected to my voice, and trust that what I am building for you is exactly what you need. Your path is not behind, it is right on time. There is something important I want you to feel right now. You are not chasing this miracle, you are receiving it. You are not forcing something to happen, you are stepping into what has already been prepared. This changes the way you approach everything because it removes the pressure and replaces it with trust. You are not alone trying to make things work. You are walking with me as I guide each step. But even with this support, your participation is still necessary. You cannot stay passive and expect everything to fall into place. I will open doors, but you must walk through them. I will provide opportunities, but you must respond to them. I will give you direction, but you must follow it. This is a partnership, and your willingness plays a key role. I also see the fear that sometimes rises when things begin to change. That fear tells you that you might fail, that you might lose what you gain, or that you are not capable of handling it. But that fear is not the truth, and it does not come from me. I am giving you what you are ready for, not what will overwhelm you. Trust that I know your strength, even when you doubt it. This is why I am reminding you again that this is a final warning, not because something is being taken away suddenly, but because your response determines what remains. If you ignore what is happening, if you delay what you are being guided to do, or if you let fear control your actions, you slowly distance yourself from what was meant for you. It is not about punishment, it is about alignment. Stay aligned with what you feel being placed in your life right now. Pay attention to the opportunities, the ideas, and the changes that are presenting themselves. Move with intention, even if the steps feel small. Consistency in small actions creates powerful results over time. Do not underestimate what steady movement can do for your future. This is not confusion, this is awakening. And it is happening because your miracle is not only around you, it is also working within you. I am shaping your mindset so you can recognize what I have already placed in your path. The more you become aware of this, the more clearly you will see what I am doing. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. I want you to slow down for a moment and truly observe your surroundings and your inner thoughts. There have been signs, subtle but real, that something is shifting in your life. Maybe it came through a sudden idea, a new direction, or even a feeling that you can no longer stay where you were before. These are not random moments. They are part of the unfolding miracle that I am placing before you. If you ignore them, you ignore the very path I am opening for you. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You must understand that not every miracle comes in the form of instant change. Some miracles come as a process that requires your participation and your patience. What you are stepping into now is not just a quick answer. It is a transformation that will shape your future. That is why your attention is so important in this moment. If you stay engaged and responsive, you will begin to see how everything connects. There is also something I need you to release right now, and that is the need for everything to feel comfortable before you act. Comfort can keep you still, and stillness in the wrong moment can cause you to miss what is meant for you. I am not asking you to rush blindly, but I am asking you to move when you feel my guidance. Growth rarely feels easy at the beginning, but it leads to something far greater than staying where you are. Type 555 to embrace change. I see the way you sometimes hold back because you are afraid of making the wrong move. That fear has kept you safe in the past, but it can also keep you stuck when it is time to grow. Right now, I am not leading you into something harmful. I am leading you into something prepared. You do not need to be perfect in your steps, you just need to be willing to take them. I will adjust your path as you move, but I cannot guide you if you refuse to begin. There are also moments when you question whether you truly deserve what is coming into your life. You look at your past, your mistakes, and your struggles, and you wonder if this blessing is really meant for you. But I am not basing this on your past failures. I am responding to your persistence and your heart. You stayed when it was hard, you believed when it was difficult, and you continued even when you felt tired. That is why this is here for you now. You may also notice that certain doors are closing at the same time new ones are opening. This can feel confusing, and it can make you wonder if something is being taken away from you. But what is closing is making space for what is arriving. I am not removing anything that is meant to stay in your life. Trust that what leaves now is not part of your next chapter. There is a need for you to stay consistent in what you are feeling led to do. Small steps repeated with intention will build something strong and lasting. Do not wait for a perfect moment to begin, because that moment may never come. Begin with what you have, where you are, and trust that I will guide the rest. Consistency is one of the ways you protect the blessing that is being given to you. You are also being asked to listen more closely to your inner voice, the one that feels calm and steady. That is where my guidance often reaches you. It is not loud or forceful, but it is clear when you pay attention. The more you listen, the stronger that connection becomes. Do not ignore it, because it is leading you in the right direction. This is also a time where your focus must become sharper. You cannot give your energy to everything around you and still expect to move forward clearly. Choose what truly matters and let go of what distracts you. Your attention is valuable, and where you place it determines what grows in your life. Right now, it must be placed on what I am showing you. I am reminding you again that this is a final warning, not to bring fear, but to bring clarity. You are at a point where your response matters more than ever. If you stay aware, if you move with trust, and if you remain consistent, you will see this miracle unfold in ways that go beyond what you imagined. But if you ignore this moment, if you fall back into old patterns of delay and doubt, you will slowly move away from what was meant for you. You have come too far to turn back now. Everything you have been through has led you to this exact moment. This is not the time to hesitate, this is the time to act with faith. Even if your steps feel small, they are still steps forward. Keep moving, keep trusting, and keep believing that what is in front of you is real. I want you to look at how you have handled opportunities in the past, not with judgment, but with honesty. There were times when you hesitated, when you doubted yourself, or when you waited too long to act. Those moments taught you something, even if they came with disappointment. Now you are being given another chance, but this time you are more aware, more prepared, and more capable. Do not repeat old patterns when you have been given the wisdom to choose differently. You are also being asked to trust what feels right, even when it does not make perfect sense yet. Your mind will try to analyze every detail, trying to protect you from uncertainty. But not everything that is guided by me will fit neatly into your logic at the beginning. Some things are meant to be understood as you move forward, not before. This is where your faith becomes active, not just something you feel, but something you live through your actions. There is something within you that is ready for this, even if part of you still feels unsure. That readiness has been growing through everything you have experienced. Every challenge you faced has strengthened a part of you that you will now need. You are not stepping into this unprepared, you are stepping into something you have been shaped for. Trust that I know what you are capable of handling. Type 999 to step forward. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I also need you to be careful about the voices you listen to during this time. Not everyone around you will understand what you are going through, and not everyone will support your growth. Some may speak from their own fears, their own limitations, or their own misunderstandings. If you allow those voices to guide you, you may begin to doubt what I am showing you. Stay connected to me first, because my guidance is what will lead you correctly. There will be moments where you feel tempted to go back to what is familiar, even if it is no longer right for you. Familiarity can feel safe, but it does not always lead to growth. What I am offering you now may feel new, different, or even uncomfortable at times, but it carries the potential for something greater. Do not trade that potential for temporary comfort. You have already outgrown the place you once stood in. You are also being reminded that consistency is not just about action, it is also about mindset. The way you think, the way you speak to yourself, and the way you respond to situations all play a role in how this unfolds. If you allow negativity or doubt to take control, it will slow your progress. But if you stay focused on trust, belief, and steady movement, you will begin to see results. What you feed your mind will influence what grows in your life. I know that sometimes you feel tired, and sometimes you wonder if you have the strength to keep going. But I have not brought you this far to leave you without support. When you feel weak, I will strengthen you. When you feel uncertain, I will guide you. You are not being asked to carry this alone. You are being asked to walk with me through it. That makes all the difference. This is also a time where patience and urgency must exist together. You must act when you feel guided, but you must also trust that everything does not need to happen instantly. Some parts will unfold quickly, while others will take time to develop. Do not become discouraged if everything does not come together immediately. Stay committed to the process, because the outcome is worth it. I am reminding you again that this is a final warning because your response is shaping your outcome. If you move with awareness, if you listen, and if you act, you will step fully into what has been prepared for you. But if you ignore this moment, if you delay, or if you allow fear to control you, you will begin to lose connection to what was placed before you. This is not something I want for you, which is why I continue to speak to you so clearly. There is a sense of urgency because this moment will not stay the same forever. Opportunities evolve, circumstances change, and time moves forward. What is available to you now may not remain in the same form if you wait too long. That is why I am calling you to act while your heart is being stirred, while your awareness is strong, and while the path is open. You are closer to your breakthrough than you have ever been before. Everything you have been through has brought you to this point, and everything ahead is waiting for your response. Do not let fear hold you back, and do not let doubt cloud your vision. You have been chosen to experience this, and you have been given what you need to step into it. You may notice that the more you pay attention, the more things begin to make sense. What once felt confusing now starts to align, and what once felt distant now feels within reach. This is because you are opening yourself to what I am showing you instead of ignoring it. Awareness brings clarity, and clarity brings confidence. The more you stay present in this moment, the easier it will become to move forward. There is also a need for you to trust your timing and not rush out of fear. Urgency does not mean panic, it means readiness. You do not have to force things to happen quickly, but you do need to respond when you feel the pull to act. Moving with calm confidence will take you further than reacting out of fear. Let your steps be steady, not rushed, and guided, not scattered. You must also guard your energy during this time, because not everything deserves your attention. There are distractions that will try to pull you away from what truly matters. Some will seem harmless, but they will slowly take your focus away from the path in front of you. Be intentional with where you place your time and your thoughts. What you focus on will grow, and right now your focus must remain on what I am building for you. Type 666 to stay focused. There is something important happening within your mindset that you need to recognize. You are beginning to believe in what is possible for you in a new way. This belief may still feel fragile at times, but it is growing stronger with each step you take. Do not let doubt interrupt that growth. What you are starting to believe now will shape how fully you receive what is in front of you. You are also being asked to let go of the need for approval from others. Not everyone will understand the direction you are moving in, and that is not something you need to fix. Your path is not meant to be validated by everyone around you. What matters is that you stay aligned with what I am guiding you toward. When you focus on pleasing others, you risk losing connection with your own direction. I see the moments where you pause and question yourself, wondering if you are doing the right thing. Those moments are natural, but they must not control your actions. Doubt will come, but it does not have to stay. You can acknowledge it and still choose to move forward. Strength is not the absence of doubt, it is the decision to continue despite it. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is also a deeper level of trust that is being built between us right now. Every time you listen, every time you act, and every time you choose faith over fear, that connection grows stronger. You begin to recognize my guidance more clearly, and you begin to rely on it with greater confidence. This is how your relationship with me deepens, not just through words but through action. You must also be patient with the parts of the process that are still unfolding. Not everything will reveal itself at once, and that is intentional. If everything were visible immediately, you would not need to trust, and your growth would be limited. Step by step, more will become clear, and each step will prepare you for the next. Trust the pace as much as you trust the direction. I am reminding you again that this is a final warning because your awareness must remain strong. When you become distracted or careless, you create gaps where doubt and delay can enter. Those gaps can slowly pull you away from what is meant for you. Stay alert, stay engaged, and stay connected to what you are being shown. This is how you protect what has been given to you. There is something powerful about the moment you are in right now. It is not just about receiving a blessing, it is about becoming someone who can carry it. This requires growth, discipline, and trust, all working together. You are not just being given something, you are being prepared for something. That preparation is just as important as the blessing itself. You may also feel moments of excitement mixed with uncertainty. That is a sign that you are stepping into something new. New experiences often come with mixed emotions, but they also carry the potential for growth and transformation. Do not let uncertainty overshadow the opportunity in front of you. Focus on what is possible, not on what is unknown. I am with you through every part of this, guiding you, strengthening you, and helping you move forward with confidence. You are not alone in this process, and you are not expected to have everything figured out. What matters is that you continue to move, continue to trust, and continue to stay open to what is unfolding. Your miracle is here, and your response is shaping how fully it becomes part of your life. There is something important about this stage that you must not overlook. You are no longer searching for your miracle, you are standing in front of it. The difference between searching and receiving is your response. When you were searching, you were hoping, waiting, and asking. Now you are being invited to act, to accept, and to move with what is already present. This shift is where many people hesitate, because receiving requires courage just as much as waiting did. You may feel a quiet resistance inside you, a hesitation that tries to slow you down. That resistance often comes from old experiences, where things did not work out the way you hoped. It is trying to protect you from disappointment, but it can also keep you from stepping into something real. I am asking you to recognize that resistance without letting it control you. What is in front of you now is not a repeat of your past, it is a new path prepared with intention. There is also a need for you to trust the small steps you are being guided to take. Not every step will feel significant in the moment, but each one is building something greater. When you ignore small actions, you weaken the foundation of what is being created. But when you stay consistent, even in simple things, you strengthen your position. Progress is often quiet, but its impact becomes powerful over time. Type 111 to receive. I see the way you sometimes look for confirmation outside of yourself before you move. You want to be certain, to feel secure, to know without doubt that you are making the right choice. But not every step will come with external validation. Some steps require you to trust what you feel inside, the quiet knowing that I have placed within you. That is where your connection with me becomes your guide. There is also something shifting in the way you see yourself. You are beginning to recognize your own strength, even if you still question it at times. That recognition is important, because you cannot fully receive what is in front of you if you believe you are not capable of holding it. I am not bringing something into your life that you cannot handle. You are ready, even if your confidence is still growing. You must also be mindful of how you respond to challenges that arise during this time. Not every difficulty is a sign to stop. Some challenges are part of the process, shaping you and strengthening your ability to continue. If you retreat at the first sign of difficulty, you may walk away from something that was meant to grow. Stay steady, even when things feel uncertain, because your consistency is what carries you through. There is a deeper level of discipline that is being asked of you now. Discipline is not about restriction, it is about alignment. It is about choosing actions that support what you are building instead of what distracts you. When your actions match your intention, progress becomes natural. But when your actions are scattered, your results will be inconsistent. Stay aligned with what you are being guided to do. I am reminding you again that this is a final warning, not to create fear, but to keep you aware. Awareness is what keeps you connected to what is happening. When you lose awareness, you begin to act without intention, and that is when opportunities are missed. Stay conscious of your choices, your thoughts, and your actions. Everything you do right now is shaping what comes next. You are also learning to trust the process even when you cannot see the full outcome yet. This is one of the most important parts of your growth. When you trust the process, you remove the need to control every detail. You allow things to unfold naturally while staying committed to your part. This balance between trust and action is what allows your miracle to fully develop. There may be moments when you feel like you are moving slowly, and that can make you question if you are doing enough. But speed is not the measure of progress, alignment is. If you are moving in the right direction, even small steps are powerful. Do not rush just to feel like you are moving faster. Move with purpose, and your progress will be meaningful. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are also being guided to strengthen your focus on what truly matters. Not everything deserves your attention, and not everything needs your energy. Choose carefully what you allow into your space. Protect your mindset, protect your time, and protect your direction. What you allow around you will influence how clearly you can move forward. I am with you through every part of this, not just watching, but guiding and supporting you. You are not expected to figure everything out alone. Every step you take with trust brings you closer to what has already been prepared. Stay connected to that trust, and do not let doubt take its place. You have come to a moment where your response is shaping your reality in a very real way, This is not just about belief anymore, it is about action. What you choose to do now will determine how this unfolds in your life. Stay present, stay aware, and stay willing to move forward. This clarity is not meant to overwhelm you, it is meant to empower you. When you know what is in front of you, you can no longer hide from the decision to either step forward or step away. Type 1313 if you choose courage. There is something important about this moment that you must understand deeply. The miracle you have been given is not fragile, but your connection to it can be. What strengthens that connection is your consistency, your awareness, and your willingness to keep moving. What weakens it is neglect, distraction, and hesitation. You are not being asked to carry something impossible. You are being asked to stay engaged with what has already been placed in your life. You may begin to notice that your intuition is becoming stronger, guiding you in ways that feel clearer than before. That is because you are learning to listen, and the more you listen, the more you will understand. Do not silence that inner guidance with overthinking or doubt. When you feel a clear direction, trust it enough to take a step. That is how you build confidence in what you are receiving. There is also a need for you to remain grounded during this time. When something meaningful begins to happen, it can bring both excitement and pressure. Excitement can make you rush, and pressure can make you freeze. Neither of these will help you move forward in the right way. Stay balanced, stay calm, and let your actions come from clarity instead of emotion. This will help you stay aligned with what is unfolding. Type 1414 to stay grounded. You must also recognize that not every part of this journey will feel easy or smooth. There will be moments where things challenge you, where you are asked to step outside your comfort zone, and where you must choose growth over ease. These moments are not obstacles meant to stop you, they are steps meant to strengthen you. If everything were easy, you would not develop the strength needed to sustain what you are receiving. I see the way you sometimes look back at your past and wonder if it will repeat itself. That fear can make you cautious, and caution can slow your progress. But what is in front of you now is not the same as what you have experienced before. You are not the same person you once were, and your awareness is stronger than it has ever been. Do not let old memories control new opportunities. There is also something important about how you handle your time right now. Time is one of the ways this miracle continues to unfold. How you spend your time will either strengthen your connection to what is happening or weaken it. If you fill your time with distractions, you will slowly lose focus. But if you use your time with intention, you will move forward steadily. You are being asked to take ownership of your actions in a new way. This is not about pressure, it is about responsibility. What you do now matters, and it carries weight. Each decision you make is shaping the path ahead of you. When you act with awareness, your path becomes clearer. When you act without intention, confusion begins to grow. I am reminding you again that this is a final warning because your awareness must stay active. It is easy to become comfortable once you feel like something good has arrived, but comfort without attention can lead to carelessness. Carelessness can create gaps, and those gaps can slowly pull you away from what you have been given. Stay aware, stay intentional, and stay connected. There is something powerful about your willingness to keep going, even when things feel uncertain. That willingness is what has brought you this far, and it is what will carry you forward. You do not need to have everything figured out, but you do need to keep moving. Movement creates clarity, and clarity strengthens your direction. You may also feel moments where you question if you are doing enough. That feeling can push you to either overdo things or to stop completely. Neither of those extremes will help you. Stay steady in your effort. Consistent, intentional action is more powerful than sudden bursts of effort followed by silence. Keep your pace balanced and your focus clear. I want you to understand that this is not just about receiving something external. This is about becoming someone who can carry and sustain what has been given. That requires growth, discipline, and trust. You are being shaped as much as you are being blessed. The two are happening together, and both are important. You are not alone in this process, even when it feels like you are the only one making the decisions. I am with you, guiding you, supporting you, and strengthening you as you move forward. You do not have to rely only on your own understanding. Stay connected to me, and you will continue to find direction. This is your moment to remain fully present and fully committed. Do not drift away now. Do not lose focus now. What is in front of you is real, and it is ready to grow in your life. But it requires your continued participation. Keep your mind clear, your heart open, and your actions aligned with what you feel being placed before you. This is how you move forward with confidence. This is how you protect what has been given to you. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150 million year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, this password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a deeper understanding rising within you, and it is helping you see things differently than before. You are no longer reacting the same way, and you are beginning to think with more clarity. That change did not happen by accident. It is part of the preparation you have gone through. You are learning to respond instead of react, to choose instead of drift, and to move with intention instead of uncertainty. This shift is what allows you to fully step into what has been placed before you. You may also notice that your confidence is growing, even if it still feels quiet and steady. Confidence does not always come as a loud feeling. Sometimes it shows up as calm trust. That calm trust is what will guide you forward. Do not wait for overwhelming certainty before you act. The quiet confidence you feel now is enough to take the next step. There is also a need for you to stay disciplined in the small things, because they build the foundation for what is growing. The way you manage your time, your focus, and your actions matters more than you realize. Small habits create lasting outcomes, and consistent effort creates strength. Do not overlook what feels simple, because it is often what supports everything else. Stay steady, even when no one else sees your effort. Type 1616 to stay disciplined. You must also be careful not to become distracted by things that no longer serve your direction. There are still influences around you that can pull you away if you allow them to. These may come as old habits, unnecessary worries, or even the opinions of others. If you give too much attention to them, you will begin to lose focus. Protect your attention because it is directly connected to your progress. I see the way you are beginning to trust yourself more, and that is important. Trusting yourself does not mean you have all the answers. It means you are willing to follow what you feel guided to do. That trust is something you have been building through every experience you have gone through. Now it is time to use it. When you trust yourself, you move with more clarity and less hesitation. There may still be moments where doubt tries to return, especially when things feel unfamiliar. That is natural, but it must not become your guide. Doubt will always look for a reason to hold you back, but you now have enough awareness to move past it. Recognize it, but do not follow it. Your direction is not found in doubt, it is found in trust. You are also learning how to stay present instead of constantly looking ahead or behind. The present moment is where your power is. When you focus too much on the past, you become stuck. And when you focus too much on the future, you become anxious. But when you stay present, you can act clearly. Right now is where your decisions matter most. I am reminding you again that this is a final warning, because even at this stage, it is possible to lose focus. When things begin to feel more stable, it is easy to become less attentive. But stability must be supported by continued awareness. If you become careless, small distractions can slowly grow into larger problems. Stay engaged with what you are building. There is something important about your persistence that you must recognize. You have not given up, even when things were difficult. That persistence is what has brought you to this moment. Now it must continue, not in the same way as before, but with more clarity and direction. You are no longer pushing blindly, you are moving with purpose. You are also beginning to see that what you once asked for is now within your reach. This realization can feel overwhelming because it means you must now step into something real. But this is what you have been preparing for. Do not step back now. You are ready to move forward. I want you to remain aware of how your actions are shaping your experience. Every choice you make either supports what you are building or pulls you away from it. This does not mean you must be perfect, but it does mean you must be intentional. Stay aware of your choices and keep them aligned with what you are moving toward. You are not alone in this, and you never have been. I have been with you through every step, guiding you even when you did not realize it. That guidance has not stopped, and it will not stop. Stay connected to it, and you will continue to move in the right direction. This is your moment to stay committed, to stay focused, and to continue moving forward with confidence. Do not allow hesitation to return. Do not allow distraction to take over. What is in front of you is real, and it is growing with every step you take. You are now standing in a space where everything you have learned, endured, and believed is being tested through your actions. Not to break you, but to confirm that you are ready to carry what has been placed in your life. This is not about proving yourself to me, because I already know your heart. This is about you stepping fully into what you have been given without shrinking back or hesitating. What you do now will either anchor this blessing deeper into your life or slowly loosen your hold on it. Type 1717 if you stay committed. There is a quiet strength within you that is becoming more stable with each passing moment. You are not reacting the same way you used to, and you are not allowing fear to control you as easily as before. This change is important because it shows that you are growing into the person who can sustain this miracle. Growth is not always loud or visible, but it is powerful when it becomes consistent. You are becoming steady, and that steadiness will carry you forward. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You must also recognize that your environment plays a role in how this unfolds. The people you listen to, the thoughts you entertain, and the spaces you place yourself in all influence your direction. If you surround yourself with doubt, you will begin to question what is already clear. But if you stay connected to what strengthens you, you will move with more confidence. Choose your environment carefully, because it shapes your experience. There may be moments where you feel tempted to pause, not because you are tired, but because you are unsure of the next step. In those moments, remember that you do not need to see the entire path to take the next step. I am guiding you one step at a time, not all at once. Trust what is in front of you now, and the rest will become visible as you move. This is how you stay in alignment. Type 1818 to keep moving. I see the way you are beginning to take ownership of your journey in a deeper way. You are no longer waiting for everything to happen to you. You are participating in what is happening. This shift is powerful because it turns your experience from passive to active. You are not just receiving, you are building. What you build now will last longer because you are involved in its growth. There is also a need for you to remain humble during this time. As things begin to improve, it can be easy to forget the process that brought you here. Humility keeps you grounded and aware. It reminds you to stay connected to me, to continue listening, and to remain open to guidance. When you stay humble, you stay teachable, and that allows your growth to continue. You must also be mindful of how you handle progress. Progress is not always perfect, and there will be moments where things do not go exactly as planned. Do not let those moments discourage you. Adjust, learn, and continue moving. Progress is built through consistency, not perfection. What matters is that you keep going. I am reminding you again that this is a final warning, because even now, it is possible to lose focus, not in a sudden way, but in small, gradual ways. A little distraction here, a little delay there, and over time, the connection weakens. Stay aware of these small shifts, because they matter. What seems small can grow into something significant if it is not addressed. You are also learning to trust your decisions more. This trust is important because it allows you to move without constant hesitation. When you trust yourself, you reduce the noise of doubt. You make decisions with more clarity, and you follow through with more confidence. This trust is something you have built, and it will continue to grow as you use it. There is a deeper level of responsibility that comes with what you are receiving. Responsibility is not a burden, it is a sign of growth. It means you are capable of handling more, and it means you are ready to step into a new level of your life. Accept this responsibility with confidence, because it is part of what allows your miracle to remain stable. You may also feel moments where everything seems calm, almost too calm. Do not mistake calmness for stagnation.